So what magnitude problem are we talking about here? And how can these people be helped? Well, there are no reliable statistics, but all indirect evidence suggests that the number of unsatisfied men who have never had any significant romantic exposure to a woman is rising, for whatever reason. This is problematic not only in that life is very tough for these men, as they are arguably being denied a very basic life need, but also for the social problems that result. Unattached men are a bad thing for society, plainly put. Too many of them, and it topples. It's not in the stereotypical quote-unquote lash out and kill people sense either. The vast majority of them live life out silently, demotivated, not really contributing much productive to the societal machine. Others are quite productive, but slowly become embittered and drive up healthcare costs with the inevitable health problems that result. Fact is, it's just not natural for a guy to go for years and years without any form of romantic affection at all. Different people react to it differently, but in the end, it's a net loss for society. Of course, some people benefit greatly from the current dating market arrangement, but not these men. These men are screwed over badly. Any sustainable societal system incorporates men like these, and at least makes them somewhat happy. And no, being thrown the scraps of porn and widely tolerated prostitution is not enough. They need female companionship. They need female companionship. If they are productive members of society, they arguably deserve it. It's how civilization built itself. By raising the barriers of female attention so high, all that results is an underclass of demotivated guys that are a net drain and can cause trouble. Enough is enough. These men need to get recognized. They need help, and they need women to be more sympathetic of their plight. Sympathy does not entail pretending to be sorry for them, by the way. It entails fundamentally restructuring the way women and society look at such men, and sees them as actual people who are to be helped and incorporated in the grand system. Making fun of such guys results in dysfunction for both men and women. If such men are seen as wimps, or not sexually attractive enough, or whatever, then they should be helped in ways that allow them to become more sexually attractive. A perpetually celibate man needs to be encouraged by those he most admires, women. If a woman tells him, "Hey Bart, you need to lose some weight," or "Hey Dan, I think you could gain some upper body strength," or "Hey John, I think you should hang out with us more, and get out of the house more, and actually defend yourself when people make baseless accusations against you," it's a lot more useful than, "You'll just find someone someday, just wait." What that whole "you'll find someone someday" spiel is basically saying is, trust us women, we won't screw you over and leave you with nothing, just trust us. When all the evidence so far points to the poor schmuck being screwed over and left with nothing. Of course, this has one caveat. It requires that women not be lazy and stop pursuing alpha males to such a degree, but rather try to reform beta males into modest alphas. And people, women included, are fundamentally lazy. Just like people in general, they'd rather take the easy route. Women would rather go to a party or nightclub and try to attract the attention of alphas and have fun with their friends. Hang out with the quote-unquote cool people instead of reforming perpetually celibate men into better people. I think if they put more effort into the latter, there'd be a lot more quote-unquote good men, and far fewer para-alpha assholes and derelict omegas. And of course, I'm sure some will think, why don't perpetual men pull themselves up by their own bootstraps? Well, the fact is, if a guy's in such a situation, he probably doesn't have a clue as to how to do so. Nobody gets into such a horrid situation as perpetual celibacy if they know the way out and have a clearly outlined path towards doing so. Something is stopping them that they can't see, And that's why I think women could pick up the slack here and help these guys out. Alphas are selfish. They'll sooner cockblock a guy than be his wingman and help him get a girl. Real change, I'd say, rests on women's shoulders. Women have the power nowadays anyway. They can do it. The only issue is, do they want to? Indomitable Thoughts, out.